So last week, the president spoke about something at a burial ceremony. To be honest, he did not say anything we don't already know or haven't already been thinking or even speaking about. His remarks about the presidency having been dominated by two tribes since Kenya's independence have seemingly made some uncomfortable. The remarks stirring such debate simply because they were made by no less than the president himself. Some have said that we're not tribal, that his remarks take us back to a dark era, that Kenyans want agenda-based politics. Now, I'm not here to support his statements, neither am I making a case for the so-called rotational presidency. I firmly believe in meritocracy, for what that is worth in this country. I am, however, perturbed that some people are rather uncomfortable with the conversation around tribe and the presidency, tribe and elections in this country, when the facts are that our politicians themselves have mobilized their supporters and voters on the basis of tribe. It is a fact that tribe provides a sense of identity when it comes to our politics. This has been very evident, ironically, right from the start of our multi-party political system. From 1992 to 2017, all our elections have manifested this. Interestingly, many of those supposedly shocked by his remarks or trying to distance themselves from it have either benefited from this tribal system or perpetuated it themselves. Take, for instance, the now defunct handshake in 2013 between the president and his deputy that was touted, among many other things, as a way to unite two tribes that have been at loggerheads after every election. Now, whether that handshake and political marriage sorted out the issues between the two communities is another matter altogether. And then there is the talk of an expanded government through the BBI. It's been said that this will bring unity and, wait for it, inclusivity in the country. But what do they really mean when they say inclusivity? Have you heard them mention filling those top additional seats with, say, minorities, persons with disability, professionals, women, trade unionists? No. The talk has been to have more tribes at the top, specifically the big ones, the big five, to make it seem more inclusive and more representative of the so-called face of Kenya. Oh, you still think we're not tribal? Well, tell me what happens when high-ranking politicians and government officials are charged with corruption or indeed any other serious offense. What do? We see them run to their villages, speak in their mother tongue, rally their fellow countrymen and women that it is the whole community on trial, the one for all and all for one tribe. The result? Their fellow tribesmen coming to the big city, all trying to fit in, or shall I say squeeze through the revolving doors at Integrity Center or the hallowed corridors of justice in support of one of their own. As if that is not enough, didn't we see the ugly head of tribalism rear its ugly head at no less an institution than that of a university? Folks, do you remember the protests in 2016 against the appointment of a vice-chancellor at Moi University who was not from that region? The charge was led by, you guessed it, politicians. In fact, they were elected leaders. They cleverly tried to hide their tribalism by saying they didn't want an outsider, when in fact, what they really meant was they wanted someone from their tribe to head the university that is based in their backyard. Ladies and gentlemen, our politics is tribal. Those arguing that the president is taking us back to this perhaps don't have a sense of direction or are plain dishonest. Because, folks, we have always and still are a tribal nation. It is everywhere. We use fancy terms to mask it, like face of the nation, which just means that we want our person in there. Or terms like outsiders, when we want to exclude those who are not from our tribe. Inclusivity, when we want to have particularly the top 5 biggest tribes in the top positions. Folks, it is what it is. Tribalism, plain and simple.